he knew I wasn't real smart, but he also knew I wasn't afraid of the damn devil. And I pulled the trigger, and I knew he lost sleep at night when he was just my accountant, because I would shove it all in the middle every time. He'd be like, hey, you're not doing bad, man. You got 3 companies. Why don't we do this? All or none. Bet it off. That is what separates them. And thank God he was able to add a couple extra zeros, and we were trying to get the bank to give us a little more money. Hey, thanks, buddy. I'll take care of you. I'll take care of you one day too, man.
Holly?
Oh, God. This won't be good.
What do you think is your greatest accomplishment today, obviously, besides being able to spell something about it?
Seeing the folks like yourself that work for me continue to accelerate. Seeing them be able to put the kids through college when they couldn't have, had to come work for the Boatright Companies. Seeing a young kid out on a tie yard or out on my railroad, 19, 20, 21 years old, finding his way. Like I said, until I was 35 years old, I didn't have a lick of common sense. A lot of guys told me I wouldn't. They were right. I did. I was just swinging for the fence every time. He always believed in me and said, well, you know what, because the banks wouldn't give me any money much. But I was always swinging for the fence for a whole lot of people that I owed money to on Friday called payroll. He was the only guy that believed every once in a while I just might connect on one of those. And we did just a few times. It would have to be the people that I've affected, their lives, added value to it, and made things different in our industry from a better, I hope I set an example for other companies. You know, that little tax-free thing I did, that pissed a lot of the other ones off. I found out about it. You know, I was like, get over it, man. Get a life. You know, don't be so damn greedy. You think you got there alone? It's all the people that work for you, man. My people that work for me, they don't work for me, they work with me. And they all know my name, and I damn nearly know, I used to know all of their names. And their kids.
I've got a question. One thing that is apparent that I think you are very good at is managing a work-life balance and always remembering to have fun along the way.
Hey, whoa, man. You didn't tell them, man. I'm having a party next Saturday at the Birmingham Museum of Art. The one I have in my house every year for Christmas got too damn big. So you're all invited. Since you put up with me for this long, you're all invited. It's next Saturday. What time does it start, man? I have Vegas showgirls, mimes. It's really carnival, but it's a really good show. Bring your girlfriend, wives, husbands, or whatever, man, because I thought about that today, and I was like, hell, man, at least get everybody involved. Man, for you listen to me, everybody, next Saturday, it starts 7. 7 to 7:30. And just at the check-in door with security and the cops, just say, hey, Boatright said we could come. By God, we had to stand up and listen to his ass for a long time at Rotaract. You're all invited. What was the question? I'm sorry.
That's a better answer than what I was shooting for, but we appreciate that. What advice do you have to this crowd as young professionals as we're managing kind of trying to find success, whatever that may be, to maintain that work-life balance, but still at the same time manage the careers and the obligations that we all have?
I think you decide what you want to be first. I'm 44 years old. I've never been married. I don't have kids. I was on the Alexa Jones show and got a girlfriend now. Thanks for coming, honey. I think you have to decide for yourself how far and how wide of a piece of landscape in this giant world, how much you want to cover. How many people can you lead with you? Remember what I said earlier, you got to learn to follow before you can lead. I think it's important that you make that decision. And what's funny is I study the different generations because I have to. Generation X, Gen Y. Everybody, it seems like every 10 years you peel off a different mindset. You know, I came through like in the 80s, so it was just be a greedy pig and gobble it all up and what have you. And and then the 90s came, .com bust. So it's hard to say really as each generation starts coming through our flow of employment with all of our companies. Hard to say. I just try to keep abreast of what they're thinking and the way they see the world. because the only way I can communicate to them is by understanding what the hell Twitter is. You know, Mr. Boatright, do you Twitter? Hell, I don't even know what it is, man. What is it? Come on, we'll show you. And I just get right in there with them. They're 22, 23 years old. I'm sitting there, and they're, you know. Hell, recently I started learning how to text a lot better, you know. But I think it's a personal decision, and don't let it be driven by greed. Because eventually you look back in life and say, man, if I cut through, can clarify and capture whatever it is that gives me that balance in my life between money and family, well, then you will be rich. See, I was always the guy, when my competition was at the ballpark with his kids, or he was at his daughter's recital, I was somewhere trying to figure out how to go in the back door and take his stuff. Because I didn't have anything else to do. I went home alone, so all I thought about, business, business, and business. Then you get a little smarter as you get older, and you say, wow, I wonder if that was the right thing to do. You know, you just try to figure it out for yourself. But get that balance. The balance for some people is more about their family. For others, it's career. Divorce rate kind of drives that market too. You know, look at how that works out. How many people in here are married? All right. Man, you've been married since the 3rd grade. You didn't even have to raise your hand. How about that, man? I've never been married. He's been married since the 3rd grade, and we fly together.
Thank you so much. Shane, we sincerely appreciate your time, and up here I'll leave it at the table for you. We have a certificate here. We have made a donation in your honor to our Ready to Read program, which is internationally recognized and places a full library in every 2nd grade classroom in the Birmingham City School System, and a donation has been made to that program in your honor, and also a copy of our latest annual report, so we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. We appreciate you sharing so much time with us, and also the gracious invitation to attend the holiday party, which I think I've heard it's one that should not be missed, so that's a gracious invitation. Everyone, I hope I will see everyone next Tuesday at our holiday party. Don't forget, if you haven't already and you have any extra cash or change, to make a donation into the box on your table for our Angel Tree program. Continue to check out our website, make a post on the message board so you can be entered into the contest to win the gift certificate. And I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. This meeting is adjourned.